This week on Mark Menendez Bass TV, we're back at Lake X. Fishing was so good, we came back. And it's a triple phase time. Spawning, pre-spawn, and post-spawn fish all on the same lake at the same time when soft plastic lures really shine. Watch this for some big bass action. This is like watching paint dry. But this is an effective way to fish this time of year when you've got fish that are finished spawning, you've got fish that are spawning, and you've got fish that are coming to spawn. Very simple way to fish. It's a 5-inch Ocho. You can see I've got a Texas rig with no slip sinker. It's weightless. And what this thing does is it falls this way, and that little tail just acts like it's swimming. You've got all these fish in these different moods, and they're very susceptible to this. When this technique came out on the tournament trail, everybody did it. And it's most successful in cleaner water. They've got to be able to see it. There's not much vibration, and it's very target oriented. A dock, a brush pile, a light spot on the bank, and it catches good ones, but it is very slow fishing. It's doing all of its work as it falls, as that little tail moves. So what I do is I take a 5-inch Ocho and a 5/0 Gamakatsu, an offset round bend. So it's relatively heavy, and it makes that bait fall a little bit faster. I'm on the outside edge of some grass right here, and I'm trying to see if there's anything on this outside edge right now. This is a technique in which you really have to be a line watcher. Bait's falling, you've got quite a bit of slack line, and you really need to watch that line to see it move right or left, or see that fish bite it. The other thing I do is I use a relatively short rod for this, because if I don't, I'm moving it more and I'm keeping the bait higher in the water column with a longer rod. So I've got a 7-foot Worm 1 rod here from Lew's. It's a custom speed stick, 15-pound Seagar fluorocarbon, and a TI reel, so I can throw it a long way. But this shorter rod doesn't allow me to move that bait very much, so I want it falling. It's best when it falls. Look at all these fish out here on my live scope on that outside edge. See all those fish moving around? I am going to pick up a Texas rig so that I can really concentrate on that edge. That's a lot of fish moving right there. I'm throwing up on the grassy flat, but that's showing me a lot of fish there. Water temperature's pretty cool. It's still under 60. Those fish are on that outside edge of that grass out there deep. That's what's seeing. Now, whether I catch them or not is a different issue, but now I'm in the zone. I'm in the area where those fish, I know where they are. I mean, there's a big school of fish right there. I'm at least around them now. Where to concentrate my lure. There's way out. Oh, look at that giant. That's a giant. God. She's got it swallowed too. That is a rub-a-dub-dub big bass tub right there. Look at that big old fish. Golly. Come here. Come here. She got it way down in there on the top of her head. Get out. That's a way to get my morning started. That's better than a cup of coffee right there. Look at that biggin. Look at that fatty. Thank you, LiveScope, for showing me where these fish are right now, out here deep, off the grass line. Love it when you get them in the top of the head with that straight shank gamakatsu. Space monkey, the old funky monkey. Look at that big dude. Look at those big eyes on that fish. Oh, darn the luck. Big pre-spawn fish, had not moved up there to spawn yet. Saw them out here on LiveScope, wanted to do something different. I wanted to get up there in on the bank and catch them, but they're not out there yet. They're out here deep. What a nice bass. She's been up there rubbing around a little bit, but back out.
Introducing the all-new Tour Series, the only true cable steered trolling motor with GPS anchor. With the impact breakaway and rugged metal outer column you need, the Zero Flex metal foot pedal you want, and traditional cables that provide smooth, responsive steering. All built with the industry's most powerful lift assist system, truly universal high-definition integrated sonar imaging, and the industry's most accurate pinpoint GPS anchor. Now that's tournament grade. That's Motor Guide Tour.
Kevin, what are you doing here?
Oh, I'm just filling in for Billy.
I need a 660 shad crankbaits in the Series 5 model.
We're out.
You're not out. You got all kinds of them right there.
We're out.
Kevin, I need 6.
Have a lollipop.
I do not want a lollipop.
Have a lollipop.
Do you have it in sexy shad color?
Hi, I'm Mark Zona. What? I'm Mark Zona. Well, I need a performance braid for finesse presentations. And I need a performance braid for power fishing. Seagar Smackdown High Vis Flash Green lets me see line movement for those subtle bites. Smackdown Low Vis Stealth Gray blends in to make my presentations more natural. Both are 8 strands in a perfectly round weave. And for me, it's the longest casting and quietest braid on the planet. Smackdown Braid from Seagar, always the best.
Not all fishermen are created equal, but then again, not all fishing rods and reels are created equal. It's about getting your bait in just the right spot, and then reaping the rewards. It's about confidence in your equipment, knowing that it won't let you down in that moment of truth. It's about a feel. It's about a difference. It's about lose rods and reels. Feel the difference.
Fish and win with Skeeter Real Money. Fish out of your Skeeter boat, win a Skeeter approved contingency paying event, and you could add $5,000 to your winnings. Just enter, fish, and win. It's that easy. Rules and conditions apply. Visit SkeeterBoats.com and click the Real Money logo to register and learn more, or visit your local Skeeter dealer. Fish, win, get paid. Up to $5,000. Go to SkeeterBoats.com and see why now is the best time to enter, fish, and win with Skeeter Real Money.
You know, the weather's been crazy this spring, and we haven't had those good, warm days. The days are getting longer, but we've been intermittent with cold mornings, and what puts these fish on the bank are warm nights. 3 nights of warm nights in that 61, 62 degree range, they flood the bank. We have not had that yet. We just have not had that. We'll get one, then it'll drop to 45. And that's keeping those fish from going. So the moon is coming here shortly. This next moon, most of our bass are gonna go to the bank. You know, sometimes with a jig, clean water like this, that profile of that jig is just too big. It intimidates that fish, it pushes that fish back a little bit. You'd think they'd run and get a big giant bite, but sometimes you have to have a smaller profile. And with soft plastics, your diameter of your bait, there's one biting it right now. Just rattled it. With soft plastics, your diameter is thinner, but with this bait, it's flat. It's got four claws that move a lot of water, and create some bulk without being overpowering. After a quick start by catching 2 big fish that I saw on my live scope, I'm gonna have to change. Conditions have changed. I'm gonna ease up, move up, fish a little shallower, and take the same lure, the Space Monkey, and use a different technique. I'm gonna swim it and cover lots of water. Swimming it. Nice bass. That's what's so cool about this bait. Golly, where the heck is he going? That's a nice fish. Big old thickie. Come here. Come here, I'm done with you. Open, please. Gotcha. That fatty. Look at that fatty. Look the way that hook drilled him. That's why I like that straight shank gamakatsu hook. That is it. That is insurance for me. That is absolute insurance. Big pre-spawner. Fish trying to get up there and spawn. Look how thick that fish is. That one hit it, winding it like a spinnerbait over this high, tall grass. That's the versatility of this bait. That is what I like about it. That's a good one right there. This darn thing has won me a lot of money. And I don't talk about it much. And a lot of my guys out on tour don't even know what this bait is. But it's so good. It's like swimming a jig, casting it like a lizard. That one hit it, winding it just like that. You know, I've got a flat of grass here. I've got fish trying to move up. I'm seeing quite a few fish in this clean water. What I'm trying to do right now is just swim this Space Monkey over those holes. The holes in the grass, the fish have wallered out. They're either spawning or getting ready to spawn, and that's their living room right now. And they are pretty aggressive in protecting that area, whatever swims. So they don't want a bluegill coming through there. And that's what this thing's mimicking. As the day warms up, they'll get real defensive of those holes. I have fished for that fish. Look at him. Look how white he is. I went to move it and I saw him flare on. Next thing I saw was thump. Good fresh fish. That's a bidder. So we've caught a post spawner, a pre-spawner, and a fish on a bed. There we go. And that would be a legal tournament fish inside the mouth. Has to be inside the mouth. If you're visually fishing for him, it has to be inside the mouth. I finally saw just a flash and he got it. Big long male. I like him when they do that. Whew. Oh, I know where you're going. I know your address, big boy. It's right over there. Took me a while to get that fish to bite. Took me a while. It's cool. Water temperature is just 59 to 60 degrees. And it's been this way for quite some time. Probably 2-3 weeks it's been this warm. So it hasn't been a mass migration. There's just been a few of them move up. But that's twice I fished for that fish to finally get it to bite. There's 2 more good ones right here. They're real moody. That fish stayed there a little bit better than the rest of them did.
Fish and win with Skeeter Real Money. Fish out of your Skeeter boat, win a Skeeter approved contingency paying event, and you could add $5,000 to your winnings. Just enter, fish, and win. It's that easy. Rules and conditions apply. Visit SkeeterBoats.com and click the Real Money logo to register and learn more, or visit your local Skeeter dealer. Fish, win, get paid up to $5,000. Go to SkeeterBoats.com and see why now is the best time to enter, fish, and win with Skeeter Real Money.
Not all fishermen are created equal. But then again, not all fishing rods and reels are created equal. It's about getting your bait in just the right spot, and then reaping the rewards. It's about confidence in your equipment knowing that it won't let you down in that moment of truth. It's about a feel. It's about a difference. It's about Lou's rods and reels. Feel the difference.
Introducing the all-new Tour Series, the only true cable steer trolling motor with GPS anchor. With the impact breakaway and rugged metal outer column you need, the Zero Flex metal foot pedal you want, and traditional cables that provide smooth, responsive steering. All built with the industry's most powerful lift assist system, truly universal high-definition integrated sonar imaging, and the industry's most accurate pinpoint GPS anchor. Now that's tournament grade. That's Motor Guide Tour.
Kevin, what are you doing here?
Oh, I'm just filling in for Billy.
I need a 660 shad crankbaits in the Series 5 model.
We're out.
You're not out. You got all kinds of them right there.
We're out.
Kevin, I need 6.
Have a lollipop.
I do not want a lollipop.
Have a lollipop.
Do you have it in sexy shad color?
Hi, I'm Mark Zona. What? I'm Mark Zona. Well, I need a performance braid for finesse presentations. And I need a performance braid for power fishing. Seaguar Smackdown High-Vis Flash Green lets me see line movement for those subtle bites. Smackdown Low-Vis Stealth Gray blends in to make my presentations more natural. Both are 8 strands in a perfectly round weave. And for me, it's the longest casting and quietest braid on the planet. Smackdown Braid from Seaguar, always the best.
Conditions have changed. Wind has quit, surface is slicked off, and now I can finally see these fish. We're gonna move up and look around, see if we can find any bass that are already up on the beds homesteading. Staying. The bed is closer to me. The bed is between me and the fish. All right, there we go. Popped him with it. See how it's caudal fin, everything's moving now. Can't tell if that rock is where he wants to be or. Tournament, this fish would have been caught.
Strike would have caught it.
I'm sure. Look at that. Alls I saw was that fish went phook. Alls I saw. Now I've been messing with this fish for about 10 minutes and I just saw him go phook. Never saw my line move. Legal catch right in the mouth. You can see the hook there. Took a little while, but we finally got him to aggress it and bite it. Boy, I mean, I had to get a pair of pliers to get that one. He just said, got him. Yep, I mean, I had to pitch it, and then his fins got to moving, and I pitched it from behind and brought it right in front of his face, and he ate it. Good little bass. Get out of here. This is why this bait is so versatile. Yeah, it looks like a crawl worm. It's got legs. I got lost one little leg there to that fish. Looks like a lizard. But look at the bulk. It's a bulky little bait. It's flat on the bottom, which allows for good swimming action. And it's got these big rage flanges on those kickers right there. This dude catches them. Space monkey. And its girlfriend is on the bed now. That fish's girlfriend's on the bed. I gotta get another bait in there. I don't care what the presentation is. I don't care what you did. You skipped it under this duck blind. You threw it over here on an open spot. Make another cast, especially this time of year. There could be another one there. And as a general rule, the male is never as big as the female, and he generally bites first. Make that cast again, and you'll be rewarded with another fish. When sight fishing, it's not as easy as seeing them and catching them. Sometimes a fish won't react until you've made multiple presentations. Sometimes they're really aggressive, you catch them on the first bite. That's the thing I love about sight fishing, and it's kind of like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Just swimming, little guy, just a little guy. I thought I felt a light little peck. A light little peck, a little guy. Just swimming that monkey along, and it went tick, tick, and then all of a sudden it swam out to the left a little bit. If this wind will stay like this, we'll be able to swim this thing a little better. This is as tough a conditions as you get for fish that aren't locked on. If they're locked on, this is great. If they're not, we're kind of in that in-between. We're just finding one or two around that are on the bed, one or two aren't.
Hi, I'm Mark Zona. What? I'm Mark Zona. Well, I need a performance braid for finesse presentations. And I need a performance braid for power fishing. Seaguar Smackdown High Vis Flash Green lets me see line movement for those subtle bites. Smackdown Low Vis Stealth Gray blends in to make my presentations more natural. Both are 8 strands in a perfectly round weave. And for me, it's the longest casting and quietest braid on the planet. Smackdown Braid from Seaguar, always the best.
Kevin, what are you doing here?
Oh, I'm just filling in for Billy.
I need a 660 shad crankbaits in the Series 5 model.
We're out.
You're not out. You got all kinds of them right there.
We're out.
Kevin, I need 6.
Have a lollipop.
I do not want a lollipop.
Have a lollipop.
Do you have it in sexy shad color?
Introducing the all-new Tour Series, the only true cable steered trolling motor with GPS anchor. With the impact breakaway and rugged metal outer column you need, the Zero Flex metal foot pedal you want, and traditional cables that provide smooth, responsive steering. All built with the industry's most powerful lift assist system, truly universal high-definition integrated sonar imaging, and the industry's most accurate pinpoint GPS anchor. Now that's tournament grade. That's Motor Guide Tour.
Not all fishermen are created equal. But then again, not all fishing rods and reels are created equal. It's about getting your bait in just the right spot and then reaping the rewards. It's about confidence in your equipment, knowing that it won't let you down in that moment of truth. It's about a feel. It's about a difference. It's about Lew's rods and reels. Feel the difference.
Fish and win with Skeeter Real Money. Fish out of your Skeeter boat, win a Skeeter approved contingency paying event, and you could add $5,000 to your winnings. Just enter, fish, and win. It's that easy. Rules and conditions apply. Visit SkeeterBoats.com and click the Real Money logo to register and learn more, or visit your local Skeeter dealer. Fish, win, get paid up to $5,000. Go to SkeeterBoats.com and see why now is the best time to enter, fish, and win with Skeeter Real Money.
Decent fish right there on the outside of the grass. Acting kind of like he's already done his deal. He's skinny. Jump. All tatted up. Yeah, that one's already done his deal, I believe. Out here on the outside. Decent fish. It's outside grass line now. Blue crawl, red flake. 5/0 Gamakatsu hook. Old Ocho. And I'm just out here fishing this outside grass line. I'm looking in there to see if I can see a bed. I can see that one. There's a big cloud of fry right there, and that was Daddy guarding that fry is what that was. When the bass are in this triple stage of the spawn, pre-spawn, and post-spawn, they're everywhere. So what the fish ended up doing was relating to the grass lines as the day warmed up and the fish moved up. One of the baits I chose was the Ocho, a stick worm in which is very weedless when Texas rigged. I did notice quickly that those fish were relating to the outside grass line, so I could fish fast with that bait, but when I got to that outside grass line, let that bait fall and focus on that outside grass line to get those big bites. I'm fishing out here in front of me with the Ocho. It's just settling, little tail just tick, 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 tick. Great way to catch them. There's a good one. Oh, look at that fat dog. Goodness gracious. Golly. I mean, she's got it swallowed too. I picked up an Ocho and threw it out there and it just went dink. Look at this pre-spawner. Look at that big fatty. Oh my goodness. God, I can't even see my bait. Come here, come. Open up. I got you. Look at that one. I'm saying. Oh, that a fat bass. Look how good that one ate. I mean, that's that new color, blue crawl, red flake in an Ocho. Golly, I gotta get some pliers. Like it when that happens like that. Man, that is way down there. I tell you what a nice way to end our day. Look at that big fat fish. I mean, that is just a pork chop. That's all you can say about that one. All right, I'm gonna just let this one go. Hey, thanks for tuning into this episode of Mark Menendez Bass TV. Stay tuned. Next week, we're coming back to Lake X. The fishing got so good, I could see a little better. We changed techniques, and I resurrected an old bait that I haven't used in quite some time to catch some really big bass. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Mark Menendez Bass TV is brought to you by Skeeter Boats, Seaguar, Lose, Feel the Difference, Strike King Lure Company, Motor Guide, Never Stop. Closed captioning provided by Die Safe.